Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're taking a look at the Z3. Got some more jobs to do on there to keep getting it ready, get it back on the road and running nicely. So we'll have a look, see what needs doing this time. Let's take a look at what we've got hiding. Well, it's not horrendous back here. Not really sure what's going on with a few bits here. Brake caliper, it's rusty, but it's okay. Brake pads aren't horrendous actually. Brake discs, again, not horrendous actually. Actually, there's quite a bit left on those brake pads. It's all quite rusty. The control arm looks a bit rusty, but I can't see any bushes gone. The anti-rollbar joint doesn't look great. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on here with this cable tie and these fittings here. And the steering linkage, yeah, that's bust, so we're going to need to add that to our list of repairs. That doesn't look too bad. No, actually, yeah, the shock, although that's the cover to it, that doesn't look great. So I think the shock absorber does need done, and because I'm doing that I might as well do the spring. Can't tell if that's snapped or not. Doesn't feel great, but it's not horrendous back here. I wonder what the two electrical connections are. One's obviously the ABS sensor, which feels like it's that, but I'm not quite sure what this extra cable is all about, whether that was a brake pad wear sensor, maybe? I think what we need to do is undo these and clean them up a bit. I thought I would tackle this first, and not too bad actually. It's a square, it's not a Torx or anything like that. A bit of heat and that one's released, I'm pleased to say. I'm also working on the anti-rollbar joints, just starting to undo those. They're starting to come undone. It's all just a bit rusty and old, but not too bad so far. But that might be famous last words, that. Actually, as anti-rollbar joints go, that's not in too bad a condition, to be fair. It's not completely smashed up, but we'll replace them anyway. They're easy enough to do and cheap enough to swap. Okay, just a quick one in case you're paying attention. The springs are rear springs. I just had to look up what parts I'd ordered because it's starting to get trickier and trickier remembering all the different parts that I'm ordering for the different cars, which is a weird situation to be in. But anyway, so those springs are rear springs. So we're not doing anything with the front shocks. Now, that front shock absorber, the dust stop or the protector, doesn't look great on it. But if the suspension's okay for now, I think we'll leave it. Which means it's just the anti-rollbar joint. Let's get the new anti-rollbar joint in at least for now. Shouldn't be too difficult. I've used a little bottle jack at the bottom, you can see, because that helps lift it and take the tension off whilst you're fitting these in. And it's just got to go in like that. Not sure if you can see that, so let me move you around here. You've seen me do anti-rollbar joints before though. It's nothing special really. And these ones aren't too bad. You can get to them reasonably. Well, when you don't have a camera in the way, obviously. You'll just have to believe me for a moment. There's the bottom half of it in, and you can see that's the problem. The top half we can't reach because of the current position, so I use the bottle jack just to compress the suspension spring enough that I can then get the anti-rollbar joint in. I'll do that and then tighten it up. So it's much easier to do when there isn't tension and pressure on the whole thing. That's it tightened up nicely. Now the only thing that I'm going to leave for next time is I think I need to get a new shock absorber, and I need a new tie rod end since the boot is split on that. But otherwise I think the rest of things on this side, I do think I need to rebuild that caliper. As it turns out, I don't have discs and pads for here, so I'm just going to do this back up again and put it all back together on this side, do the same on the far side, and have a look and see what we've got over there. Just taking a look at the other side. That's not split, but I'll replace it anyway because it'll be better in pairs. I'm going to do the anti-rollbar joint. And again, the discs and pads aren't bad at all on this side. The shock has the same problem, so that does need replacing as well at some future point, I think. So that'll be another job that needs sorting. One last thing I noticed whilst I was under here, we do have a few spots of oil appearing. Looking here, I can't quite tell. The camera might be able to tell, and I'll look back on this footage. But I think that might be the steering rack leaking. It's either that or it's oil dripping down onto it. Let me get the torch and have a little look in and see if we can work out what that is, because that might be worth noting for future. Just had a look up on top and it looks dry. Looking in the gap here, I'm not seeing an awful lot. Certainly not seeing everything covered in oil. So that does make me think it might be coming from the steering rack. Maybe even from here, from the boot. Otherwise, nothing else currently looking soaked. I don't think it's a major one to be too concerned with. I mean, also above there is the oil filter, and I think these are quite common for the oil filter kind of bracket and fitting to seep a little bit, so it could just be that. But otherwise, just looking down, we've got our exhaust to fit, so we're going to be changing the exhaust at some point. But otherwise, the rest of the chassis not looking too bad actually. I mean, these control arms are a little bit crusty, but it does look like surface to me because they are pretty tough bits of metal. I'm going to get this anti-rollbar joint swapped out. There we go. There's the new anti-rollbar joint in place. That's that job done. There we go. It's been a bit of a mixed video. A few things that we've managed to sort, a few things that we haven't. Hope this has been useful to you. It's more just been following me along and seeing where we've got to with our Z3 progress, getting it all ready and hopefully getting it ready to go back on the track. That's probably going to be coming up later on in the year. I'll take you along once again, see how we get on, see what differences we've got, see what improvements we can make to the performance as well. That's what I'm interested, just tweaking just that little bit more on the acceleration would be really, really nice, especially in the sort of second, third gear where we're really picking the speed back up again when we come out of corners. That would be really good. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. About this point it would normally be new and the extra. However, I have to highlight something that I've done which is really stupid. When I was undoing that anti-rollbar joint, I grabbed underneath the car to get a little bit more purchase, and what did I grab? I grabbed the headlight, the plastic headlight, as the secure point that I was going to hold on to, and what's happened? I've cracked it. You can see the mounting bracket is cracked. I'm going to see if I can Araldite fix this. So I'm going to remove the headlight, which is 1, 2, and then you get a long extension down the bottom there, and we should be able to take this out, and I can see about fixing that bracket, which is really stupid. So yeah, don't do that.